What's up, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Joe Earl, and I'm going to be doing the official reviews for Oshawa Vapes. Today what we're looking at is the EMode, a beautiful tool, beautiful vaping machine. I just got this the other day. Been trying it out a couple of times, and unless you got a science degree from NASA, I don't necessarily believe this is the mod for you. It is very confusing. It's very nice looking, but it's pretty much takes a master's degree to figure out how to use it. I've been vaping now for about 6 months, and yeah, I've tried a lot of different mods, and this one is by far the most confusing. So right out of the box, what it tells you to do is turn it on. It's a five click power. So you turn it on, and let's see how it vapes right out of the box. It's got a good vape. It's very tight draw. It's got a little hole on the side, if you can see right there. It takes a special key which you get in this miraculous kit, which I will be zooming in on. You get a bunch of instructions. You get your USB cable, wall charger, an extra coil to go inside, and this key. This key is what changes your airflow. So you plug this into that, and if you have, there's a little gap there. I'm not sure if you can see it, but there's a gap, and if the gap is on the bottom, that means your airflow is completely open. If it's on the side, that's a medium, and if it's on the top, that means it's the tightest it will go. And it's already a tight vape as it is, so I think you might want to stick with the bottom. It's variable voltage, variable wattage, so you got VV, your VW. It's also got another thing that I've only ever seen on the EVIC, which is RVV and RVW, which means you can basically rev up your voltage or wattage while you're vaping. So if you like, I guess, a hot vape to start and then cool off, you can do that through the computer. It runs off this MVP software, and it gives you your MVR software included in this. So yeah, plug it into your computer, find out how many puffs you've taken, what your vaping habits are, and see if it helps you. See if it, maybe gives you a better vape. I'm not one to track my my vaping habits, but if you are, this is the product for you. Let's try another hit. It hits really good. It does. I'll give it that. It does hit really good. It does not take a standard battery. It is not a standard 18650 battery. They give you a special battery with this. It's an ultra slim. It's about 2,000 milliamps, so 2,000 mAh. Put that in there and screw on the bottom. And unlike the EVIC, this ring goes all the way around, so it's a 360 ring. That will give you your variable voltage and wattage, and yeah, if you turn it the full 360, it resets the whole unit, so don't do that. It also comes with a different mouthpiece, so in case you don't like the metal one, you just take that off, pop on the plastic one, and you'll get a good vape. I guess I turned it off there for a second, so yeah. There we go. This also, it comes with its own tank. You can use different tanks on this. Like, I've taken this off. I'm not going to take it off because I don't have a tank right with me right now. But I've taken it off. I've used a Nautilus on it. I've used the new iClear X1. I've done that, and they all seem to be compatible with it. You cannot use a Pro Tank or a Mini. All it's got is the 510 connection. So unless you have an adapter, which this kit does not come with, then you won't be able to use any of your Ego style tanks. So my opinion, unless you're an expert vapor, this is definitely not something to start out with. If you start out with this, it'll probably turn you right off of vaping. It's got a 3mm tank. so it holds a lot of liquid. It hits good. The coils are the same as the E-roll. It's got like a cone style atomizer, so sometimes you'll get flooding, not too much, but yeah, the way you want to fill it is you take your top cap off, and this is the way to fill it. I thought it was a bottom filling tank, but apparently not. And once you take the top off, there's 2 holes where you can input your juice. So once you do that, you fill it up there, fill it up to the top, screw your top back on, throw on your mouthpiece, and you're ready to vape. Good throat hit, good plume of smoke coming out. I like it personally. It wouldn't be what I use every day, but it's definitely nice and small and discreet. It's not like a VTR, huge box mod, anything like that. So it's going to be nice and sleek. Comes in silver and black, and I definitely think that it's something that you're going to have to read the instruction manual on. Definitely. The instruction manual that comes with it. That much is English. The rest of it is in other languages. So it tells you the basic functions. It didn't tell me anything about the key or the adjustable airflow in here. It didn't tell me any of that. It just basically tells you how to turn it on, how to change the voltage, how to turn it off. Another thing that I should mention is if you see the little light there, that tells you what you're vaping on, the voltage or ramping up or what have you. What you have to do is you actually have to click it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times to turn it off, and then you have to hold it down a long time, and then it's going to cycle through, and it'll show you. Let's see if you can see that. Is it even doing it? Let's see if we can get it to go on there. So yeah, so there it's cycling through. So there's variable voltage, variable wattage, your rev voltage, your rev wattage, your rev wattage or voltage 2, rev voltage 3, and then back to your variable voltage. So I like volts, so I keep it on that. Oh yeah, you got to turn it back on in order for so yeah, so you can only change the mode while it's off. Not a feature that I like, but it hits good. I'll give it that. So that is my take on the EMode. Not a huge fan for $130 out of the box. If I spent $130 on this, I probably would have been pissed. So take that. I don't know, I guess out of 5 stars, we'll do a 5-star system. Out of 5 stars, I'll give it 3 stars. Not one of Joyetech's best work. It's definitely Joyetech's best looking mod, but it's definitely not the most user-friendly mod on the market today. So take that for what it's worth. So for Oshawa Vapes, I'm Joe Earl.